Working in construction isn't just about pouring concrete or putting up walls. It's about navigating dynamics, earning respect, and building confidence in yourself. As a woman in a very traditionally male-dominated industry, I've learned lessons that didn't just help me on the job site, but ended up transforming how I show up in life. And today I want to share those lessons with you because they apply no matter where you work or what your goals are. So let's dive in. Lesson number 1. You get more flies with honey. Don't be a bitch. I'll be honest, earlier in my career, I felt like I had to come in guns a-blazing to earn respect. I thought that I needed to be tough and sharp and sometimes even rude to establish authority. But looking back, I realized that came from insecurity and definitely some imposter syndrome. I didn't truly or fully believe that I belonged, and so I tried to prove myself by being harsh. What I learned, you catch more flies with honey. Kindness ends up being a superpower. Being kind, approachable, and cooperative doesn't mean you're weak. It is in fact a strength. And when I softened my approach, I started getting more cooperation and respect from the workers on site. People listened, they helped me, and they respected me more, not because I was intimidating, but because I treated them well. This not only made my job easier, but it also boosted my confidence. Suddenly asking for help or getting things done became easier. I felt more confident because I wasn't constantly trying to prove myself. And this doesn't mean that you let everybody walk all over you, but it means showing respect first and watching how it gets reciprocated. Show kindness and professionalism, and you'll be stronger in your relationships, and you'll end up earning genuine respect. Lesson 2, give credit, show respect, and be okay with not knowing. When I started, I knew nothing about construction. I didn't know any construction codes, best practices, project sequences. It was all new to me. And I'll admit it was absolutely intimidating, and I was terrified that admitting that I didn't know anything would make me seem kind of incompetent. But I quickly realized that pretending to know it all would only hold me back. Instead of pretending I had all the answers, I learned to say, I don't know, can you show me? This wasn't just about learning, it was about building trust. By asking questions and respecting the expertise of the tradespeople and my supervisors, I sent a clear message. I see your value. And when people feel valued, they're more willing to help you out. And what's funny is that years later, I used that knowledge and the project sequencing that I had learned over 16 years to build my own home. So take it from me. Admitting you don't know something isn't a weakness. It's actually how you grow. Over time, I gained that confidence not because I knew everything, but because I wasn't afraid to learn. Being humble enough to ask questions will take you farther than pretending to have all the answers. Respect others' expertise, and you'll end up building your own. Lesson 3, don't wear pink or worry about standing out. This might be a little controversial, but I have to say it because I feel it pretty strongly. You do not need to wear pink to remind people that you're a woman. They know. Your work ethic speaks louder than any accessory. What I found is that what you wear doesn't matter nearly as much as how you show up. Are you reliable? Are you respectful? Do you get the job done? That's what people care about. And plus, a lot of pink gear comes with a pink tax and costs more anyways, so save your money and get what works. We're more than a color, and the real statement you make is in your work ethic and attitude. Lesson 4, expect to be mistaken for the designer, note taker, or assistant. This one was definitely frustrating at first, but very real. More than once, I would show up to a site and I would be mistaken for someone there to take notes or pick paint colors. And of course, historically, women on job sites have been in those roles. And so it wasn't entirely surprising, but it was still annoying. Early on, I really hesitated to correct people. I would worry about coming across as rude. Then I swung the other way, getting pretty indignant about it. And then eventually I found a balance. I would just correct them matter-of-factly. And so what I learned is confidence is calm and straightforward. And now, when somebody misidentifies my role, I correct them very matter-of-factly. There's no drama, no defensiveness, just clarity. This approach not only sets the record straight, but it also establishes authority without creating tension. So don't shy away from correcting assumptions about your role. Speak up with confidence and clarity, and people will follow your lead. Lesson 5, stop apologizing for interrupting. This is a big one for women everywhere. Stop apologizing for the things that you do not need to apologize for. In construction, meetings are fast-paced, and sometimes you need to interrupt to get sign-offs or get answers. And what I noticed is that when men interrupted, they didn't apologize. They would come in the door, they got what they needed, and then they left. But when I would do it, I would say, sorry to interrupt, followed by another sorry, just one more thing, or sorry to bother you. And I'd apologize a dozen times for the same thing. And this wasn't just unnecessary, but it actually made the interruption longer. And so I learned to take a page from their book. Now I can walk in, say what I need, and get out without all the sorries. Time is valuable, and respecting your own time sends a powerful message. By owning my space and respecting everyone's time, I've found that people actually end up responding way better and the process moves faster. So stop apologizing for things that don't require an apology. Respect your own time and presence, and the others will too. Working in construction taught me so much more than how to build a structure. It taught me how to build myself. It pushed me to step into my masculine energy when I needed to, and to navigate challenges with confidence, and of course, to earn respect without losing kindness. These lessons are, of course, not just for job sites, they're for life, and I find I'm applying them in so many other situations. Respect yourself, respect others, and don't be afraid to keep learning. So let me know in the comments. Have you ever learned unexpected lessons from a tough environment? Put it in the comments, drop me a message. I'd love to hear your story. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with somebody who might need a little confidence boost, especially if you are a woman working in an industry that is mostly male dominated. This would be perfect to send them. In the meantime, breathe it in, be deliberate, and please be good to yourself.